I am JDWolf, and welcome to my XCom Long War overview of the sniper abilities. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look at our soldiers. When you first get a soldier, he comes in as a PFC, Private First Class. When he gets promoted, the very first time, to Specialist, he will have the option of picking his class. One thing he can pick is Lightning Reflexes, in which case he becomes a Scout. He comes in as a Scout Sniper Specialist, and you can pick Lightning Reflexes to become a Scout or Squad Sight to become a Sniper. You can also select a random subclass, in which case it will select one class for him to be that is not either one of these two. So today we're going to talk about what happens if you pick Squad Sight. Alright, so the first thing, we know what Squad Sight does. It allows you to shoot enemies across the map. Now, the changes that they've made, what is different about this than the normal Squad Sight? Well, the critical chance is minus 30% unless you're using a headshot, and Overwatch fire does not extend to Squad Sight ranges. So what used to happen is you could set your sniper all the way back on the other side of the map, set him on Overwatch, and anything anybody sees, if he had a line of sight, he could shoot at them. That does not happen. He will only get Overwatch shot if they move into his actual visual sight range. Squad Sight is used to shoot out and with a minus 30 critical chance. When he gets promoted to Lance Corporal, he has the choice between Low Profile, Gunslinger, and Damn Good Ground. These have stayed basically the same, but if you let it scroll, you'll see Aim, Will, and Mobility. These may already be built into the current system where they get these bonuses, but now it's explicit. You can actually see what bonuses they're going to get. In this case, you get none. My preference, of course, is Low Profile. Now, what I found with the sniper is that he gets all the abilities that I love for a sniper without having to choose the abilities. So it makes him very powerful. The missions are more difficult, but it also makes him more powerful. Now, of course, Squad Sight is a little bit less because of the Overwatch thing. Overwatch restriction. A little less powerful than it used to be. When he gets promoted to his next rank, which in this case he has been promoted to Lieutenant, so this is where the officer ranks kick in. It's going to be Lieutenant 1 to 5, Major 1 to 5, whatever you get, Captain 1 to 5, whatever you have. But we're talking about the abilities. So the next set of abilities we have are Tactical Sense, Headshot, and Executioner. Now you'll notice Executioner gives Aim 5, Will 2, Mobility 1. Headshot, let's let it scroll, gives nothing, Aim, Will, and Mobility 0. And Tactical Sense gives Aim 2, Will 2, Mobility 1. I kind of consider this as a compensation. If you forego Headshot and you take Tactical Sense, it's not as powerful. So you get an addition to your Aim, Will, and Mobility. Still, as a sniper, between those three, I would definitely select Headshot over Executioner or Tactical Sense. Headshot is what you used to get first, and then Squad Sight was what you would get second. The next, we have Bring 'Em On, which adds 1 damage to critical chance. You get +1 on your mobility. On any of these three, you get +1 on mobility. So the first one is Bring 'Em On. +1 damage on critical hit for each enemy the squad can see, up to 5. And in this game, in this mod, you're going to be seeing a lot of enemies at the same time, a lot more than in the vanilla game. Ranger adds 1 point of damage to, just straight up 1 point of damage extra to your primary weapon. And for me, this seems like it would become less and less significant the more and more damage your weapon does. So it's not really a percentage. And admittedly, this is 1 point as well. This is fixed as well. But the other option is Lone Wolf, where, sure, if you're going to have one sniper all the way back and nobody else is within 7 tiles of him, he'll get +10 aim, plus critical chance. But I like to have 2 or 3 snipers back, and they are normally grouped together. So Lone Wolf is not ideal for that situation. So I would select Bring 'Em On as the best in that situation. The next rank you get, you can have Lock and Load, which allows you to have more shots before you have to reload. So it's a poor man's version of the of the Foundry modification for weapon conservation, ammo conservation, I'm sorry. And you can get that also. See, the tricky part is that you can also get this ability by equipping in one of his slots extended ammo, extended clips or whatever it's called, so that you can actually get that while still having all these abilities. So this is one I definitely skip on pretty much everybody because you can get it with equipment. Disabling shot. I discovered in Series 5 how effective disabling shot can be against sectopods. The shot cannot inflict a critical hit, but it disables their main weapon and they have to reload or do something else, which if you do it against the wrong guy, it's going to force him to throw a grenade, so you need to be careful about doing that to the wrong guy. Or sharpshooter, there's a new one where you get +10 critical and +10 aim against enemies in full cover. So that's very tempting to get. You get a 2 aim and a 1 will for that. But disabling shot is just too useful in too many situations not to take it over the other two. The next rank, you're almost at the end. Packmaster. Limited use items in your inventory receive additional uses. If he was carrying grenades, or if he was carrying something else that had limited use, but I normally carry a scope and maybe a laser sight, and that's it. Or you can do the extended ammo. Either way, those aren't limited use items, so I don't know when Packmaster would be good for a sniper at all, unless you're just carrying grenades and you want him to start throwing grenades around. Snapshot, one of my favorites most recently, only -10 for being able to move and shoot. Vital point targeting, you get 2 bonus damage against targets that have been autopsied. So it's a little better than 1. You could get Sharp Ranger, which is +1, and then you could get Vital Point Targeting, which is +2. And now you have 3 if they've been autopsied and are, that's not in cover. Plus is there if you're in cover. But really, out of these 3, I have to go with Snapshot. It is so much better. This allows the sniper to move. Just straight up, he can now move and use his weapon. Then on Lieutenant 5, your last one, you're either immune to critical hits, which is very tempting, but even though he's moving, he should not be shot. If you're worried about him making it to the end of the game, yeah, that's a problem, but you have a lot of guys now on your roster with this mod. So I'm not as worried about that. Mayhem is super tempting because it gives additional damage on weapon tech to LMGs, sniper rifles, rockets, suppression grenade launchers, and proximity mines. So his sniper rifle could do more damage based on his weapon tech. So there's lots of ways to increase the damage. Or you could have 2 shots. So here I can stay in one place and shoot twice, or I can move and shoot. And the flexibility that allows me, plus having low profile, being able to do it across the map, extra damage for the more guys we can see, or even have a disabling shot as one of them. I mean, it's just, or a headshot is the other, is all just my favorite things to take. When I take a sniper, I love having squad sight. I love the low profile when I get it. Headshot, always, you get that first, used to. Bring them on, yeah, whatever. But disabling shot has proven very useful. A snapshot sniper is very flexible and very awesome. It works really well on a snapshot sniper with in the zone, but now the sniper doesn't have in the zone. That's not an option. So the second best thing is what I used to love best, double tap. And that is a rundown of the sniper abilities and my personal feelings and comments. Obviously, there's different ways you can design your snipers. If you want them to do more damage, you could take a completely different path and get a much different looking sniper, but I feel that this right here is the best package for a sniper. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and look for more videos on the other classes. Until then, stay safe.